America's hometown newspaper finally noticed that young Americans are screwed. A few days ago, USA Today wrote an article asking why millennials and Gen Z are, quote, spiraling, partying hard, and blowing their savings. I've mentioned in previous videos how young Americans are doom spending their way to financial oblivion amid low-paying jobs, a half-decade of transitory inflation, and $500,000 for starter homes. USA Today quotes 20-somethings admitting there's no jobs and they can't save money, but they're, quote, just kind of letting the days go by, bouncing from job to job, partying, and kind of acting like everything will work out. As a Washington Post editor puts it, millennials and Gen Z are just, quote, embracing an ethos of chaos. Alas, it is not chaos, it is despair. Recently, the National Association of Colleges reported that starting salaries for new college grads are $68,000. Now, that sounds good, but after Biden-inflation, it's actually about 50 in pre-pandemic terms. Moreover, to get that 50, you've got to take on, according to a new study, $300,000 in debt for the average bachelor's degree. That comes to 4.5 years' salary, assuming you don't spend a dime. It's also $30,000 less than college students expected during school, according to CNBC, suggesting colleges are intentionally inflating expectations to sucker them in. Of course, it was a very different world for the boomers chuckling at the chaos. In 1970, starting salaries for college grads, adjusting for inflation, was $83,000. In other words, they are actually down in 55 years. We are going backwards. Meanwhile, college in 1970 cost $1,238 per year. Yes, this was before government got into the student loan game. Adjusting for inflation, that's about 8 times cheaper than today. In other words, in 1970, it cost you a half-year salary for the entire BA. Now it's almost 5 years. Meanwhile, of course, the price of homes, which are the main vehicle for Americans to build their life savings and start a family, have become a joke for the young. According to the Federal Reserve, the median house now costs $412,000, which is 7.5 times that college grad starting wage. It's more like 15 times the average salary of a blue-collar worker. So in 1970, the median home cost $24,000, 2.5 times that starting wage, and closer to 5 times blue-collar wages. So wages are down, college costs 8 times more, and houses cost between 7.5 and 15 times annual slavery. Forget embracing the chaos is embracing them. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained.com. The US Today article helpfully provides a solution: mental counseling, not a joke. Some more useful solutions might include slashing government spending so inflation stops, and there's some money left over for small businesses to create full-time work instead of gig jobs. Lower inflation means lower rates, which means lower housing costs. Meanwhile, getting government out of college loans would bring back prices that are in line with the boomer utopia they broke. We are setting up the next generation to fail. Few of them understand what's even happening. Instead, they vote for media-approved sound bites while partying their way to financial oblivion. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.